this. All right, good. Well, I want to welcome everybody to the webinar. Let's see here. Yep, I want to welcome everybody to the webinar. My name is Clint, and along with Frank Bauer, the owner and founder of Add to It and the M3 Inner Circle, we're delighted to bring you the information on this package, the M3 bundle. What we're going to do today is talk a lot about vision and how you can become more efficient marketing your business proactively and, more importantly, 24/7 behind the scenes. And you know, I think as I look around, there's a lot of people in this room that I recognize, and you people, you've been around for a long time, and the new people, we know that you absolutely have got to be consistent in getting your message out there. And I know myself, I've talked to other leaders, that sometimes you go down the rabbit hole of creating websites or creating content, and you wake up, you know, euphemistically 2, 3, 4, 5 days later after working on things, and you forgot to advertise. And so what Frank and I want to do here is show you how to create a completely automated marketing system to help you constantly. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to know that your message will be out there to a qualified audience, even without you touching anything. Better yet, we're going to show you how to track your advertising to identify the best resources. You always want to test and track, and of course, protect your affiliate links from being hijacked. While this hijack issue isn't a big issue, it does happen. You know, if you're working especially like a matrix program or something like that, sometimes sneaky people think that joining through the admin is going to get them a better position. This is a way to alleviate that. We're going to show you a simple system to build a sophisticated list of prospects by giving them what they want. And then perhaps most important is that fifth bullet down there is advanced techniques and strategies to build your business even more. We're going to show you how to do that. Now, again, and I know I sometimes repeat myself, but just imagine how more productive you'll be with 24/7 automation behind you. Just think if you didn't have to log in and click your TEs, or you didn't have to you know, send out your list mailing emails and things like that. What could you do? What time would you have to learn new skills, new marketing avenues, test new advertising, do some A/B splitting? This is what we want to give you. We want to give you more time to be successful online. Now, all of these things come into one great big bundle. We're going to show you how to automatically send over 140,000 email messages every month to over 30,000 qualified double opt-in network marketing prospects. And the second piece here is really important, because you may say, because I know I did when I first looked at this, if I keep talking to the same people about the same project, won't we get kind of, you know, overkill? No, because you can not only automatically rotate the messages, not only for the same program, but for multiple programs. And again, as I looked around this group before I came in here, I saw many names that I recognized. And I know most of us have 2 or 3 or 4 programs we're working. Just imagine if you could rotate messages for the same program and for different programs. Again, the key word being automatically, okay? In addition to that, this system we're going to show you with this bundle you're going to be able to grab, you can also plug in your favorite ad sources too, okay? Because you want to be able to track your actions, not your clicks. And this is where the tracking training and the tracking functionality comes in. It's all great to know that you've got this CTR, click-through rate, but to be honest, I don't know about you, but I really don't care about how many people click my ad. I want to know how many people join my list from that particular source, okay? And that's what you're going to get with this bundle. That's the training that you're going to get. That's the functionality you're going to get. And we talked a little bit about the hijacking. Again, you know, I don't want to overplay this issue, but it does happen. And along with your tracking, you might as well help avoid having your affiliate links be hacked. And then another piece to this puzzle, and we're going to get into the details here in just a second, is being able to convert high demand giveaways into hot buyers. One of the things I think that we all have learned is that you want to provide a service to someone to build rapport. Building a list is great, but if you just blast out your programs, you're just like everybody else. But if you offer your list something of value, something, help them solve a pain or a problem they have, what are you doing? You're creating rapport, you're creating trust, so that when you do come at them and say, hey, I got this great project, I think it'll work, they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, that's the guy that showed me how to do X, or that's the guy that showed me this free thing that can help my business. That's what we're going to show you how to do. Create trust, convert your high demand giveaways into hot buyers. And then something else that is really important is your own capture pages. And again, as I look around this group, I know most of you understand this. You need to be able to build your own list. If you're jumping around promoting this program and then running around and promoting that one, if you don't have your own list, it really does become difficult to make a living. You know, back when I was selling real estate, they used to say you have to list to last, meaning you got to have listings of properties. Same thing here. You have to have a list to last in this business, but with that list has to come, you know, relationship and trust, etc. And yeah, you're exactly right, Fran. You've got to have your own personal branding. And that's really the essence of what we're doing here is not only providing you with a heck of a 24/7 bundle, but also the training. And then depending on how advanced you want to be with these capture pages, you can do some incredible tracking, work with Softaculists, cPanel, and other things like that. And it all depends on what you want to do. I know that Darren has some really cool capture pages within one of his programs that are simple to use. There are ways to have more advanced systems, and it's all about building and expanding your own relationships. And then the final piece to the puzzle here is the Inner Circle AMA, or Ask Me Anything training sessions. This is really cool. And these are led by Frank Bauer, who's been in this business, I think, over 20 years. And you've seen his name out there. He owns the Add to It programs, Viral URL, a whole bunch of programs. He knows what he's talking about, and he's really fun to work with. I am delighted to be a partner of his and joint venture on a number of projects. And Frank will be meeting with those of you that join this system and this bundle package. Once every 2 weeks, you'll be able to submit questions, and they'll be answered live within a live webinar. And again, let's just think about what we're talking about. If we can save you time on your marketing, that will give you time to learn new systems and new things from Frank. All right, so let's talk about this. Again, we're going to talk to you about an Inner Circle bundle of products, but it goes beyond that. These products, these marketing products, are meant to automate your marketing for you and then give you ways to use that time to learn and expand more, okay? And the bottom line is we want time, but we also want savings. Let's take a look and break this down. The first piece in the bundle, remember what we're talking about here now, all the things we've been talking about, I'm now going to show you how we're going to accomplish those things with these programs and ultimately a massive discount. The first piece you're going to get to this puzzle is membership in the viral URL at the Elite Plus credit mailer level. This will allow you to mail to 14,000 double opt-in business opportunity seekers. You can mail 2,300 a day. Now, if you're like me, you're going to say, okay, great, I can mail the whole audience basically every week. Why am I going to be sending them the same message? That's what we were talking about before. We're going to be able to rotate the messages automatically. So just look at the bulk numbers as the value here, okay? In addition, viral URL is a big piece of the tracking system and bundle features. And then the link cloaker, this is where you're going to be able to use viral URL to avoid your links from being hijacked. Now, this regular pricing for viral URL is about $50 a month, $600 a year. The list auction is a traditional list mailer with a twist, okay? And this twist is that you can auction off or to buy additional mailing credits. There's 5,500 double opt-in business opportunity seekers, allows you to mail to 3,000 every 3 days. Good quality system. I think probably most of you have heard of the list auction. About 22 bucks a month, $260 a year. The package so far is about $900 a year and $73 a month at retail pricing. Viral hosts. This is where it gets really interesting. Again, there's a list mailer included in this, over 7,500 double opt-in business opportunity seekers. And I just want to touch on that for just a second. One of my mentors in the industry used to call this fishing in a stocked pond. All right. Now, what's really cool is, you know, when you send out your message that you're talking to a group that's interested. Now, granted, they're probably getting tons of other messages, but you're talking to an audience that understands the industry. And if your message is compelling enough, you're going to get their attention. Okay, and so that's where you know, you want to draw these people in, get them on your list, build that rapport, and go from there. Now, Viral Host is unique because it is a list mailer. At 22 bucks a month, it's a heck of a deal because it also includes the gold membership, which includes full advantage of cPanel and the Soft Delicious. And it's a great way for newbies to build a blog, a website, and for those of you that are advanced or want to become advanced, the cPanels offers you all the features that you need. So those of you that want to kind of have a little test, stick your toe in the water to having your own website, your own blog, Viral Hosts is definitely the way to do it. And so far, we're talking about 100 bucks worth of retail value and a little over 1,000 bucks. Now, so far, you're familiar with these programs, but we haven't talked about automation. And this is where I start to get really excited. And that's the automation. This system is completely automated for your list mailings that we just talked about. The automation is set up to begin with, set up once, you benefit forever. And again, you can rotate an unlimited number of email messages that are sent automatically to the list mailers that we mentioned, and even more. This allows you to keep your messages fresh, your marketed programs current. And if you're changing, I mean, you know, you see something new, or maybe you've got a program that's launching in March, come late February, you can start marketing for that, maybe take something out. You have unlimited number of messages that you can rotate in the system. Now, for those of you that don't know, the system we're talking about is Traffic Zipper, and you'll be, with this bundle package, you'll be able to buy in at the elite level, okay? All three of the programs we've listed are integrated into Traffic Zipper in addition to 18 others, okay? And Frank will be adding more all the time. That's what I've been charged with this year, is to contact list mailer owners, talk to them about including their sites within the system. And as those are included, because of your elite membership in the Traffic Zipper system, you'll be able to add those into your rotation if you're members of those programs. In addition to that, there also is a, and Darren's mentioning that most of his mailers are already in. So since this is Darren's group here, you'll be able to add in the other mailings. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. With this package, you're getting an additional reach, and because you are and should be a member of most of all Darren's programs, you can add them in to Traffic Zipper, and you automating everything. I hope that made sense, because it's a big point. So thanks, Darren, for bringing that up. The Traffic Zipper Elite is the top level, and we wanted to give you the top level in the bundle because we know that people that are coming to this system are more sophisticated, and we know that you're going to want to take advantage of the new mailers we add. You want the full rotation and be able to include the multiple messages. In addition to that, there is, and this is a really important point, I need to put a bullet point on here, the system includes a built-in downline builder, okay? So as maybe you tell your team to join Traffic Zipper and you earn a small commission, what will happen is that when they join Traffic Zipper and you tell them, hey, I've joined these programs, they'll follow you. So you'll be able to build referral income in Darren's programs by driving traffic or recommending Traffic Zipper to your teams as you build your team and provide that duplication. Okay. Now, let's hit the button here. Okay. Now, one of the things that you're doing with the list is to build that prospect rapport. And as we mentioned before, providing something to address your prospect's pain or suffering. I don't mean to be so melodramatic, but if someone's having trouble with something and you can solve that, it really, really is a big point. And that's where we add one other program into the system here, from the Add to It community, and that's Viral PLR. Now, private label rights are really cool, and sometimes they're kind of used in a weird way. We look at private label rights as a way to build your brand and help establish rapport, okay? And Viral PLR is perfect for that. Now, Viral PLR also has a list mailer, okay? So you're gonna be adding to that functionality. It will be integrated into Traffic Zipper here very quickly. You can mail to 500 of these people each day. But in my opinion, the Viral PLR, it's nice to have the additional people to mail to, but the real key is using Viral PLR and the private label rights products, and creating that rapport with your prospects. So each month you get a new product that you can offer for free if people join your list. And it really creates a different dynamic. I don't see this type of marketing done much. What I see out there in the list mailers and the programs I'm involved with, I see a lot of people advertising, join my list, get rich doing nothing, and this kind of junk. Yeah, that's nice. But more important is if you can help people be successful in their programs, then you're going to have success. And that's what Viral PLR will do, is help them achieve success and at the same time building that rapport. Okay, so this has all been about expanding your reach. It's been about giving you some automation and saving you some time. Now, let's take the next level and move on to learning from Frank. And again, I have to tell, I've got obviously a biased opinion. I've become very good friends with Frank. I've been friends with Darren for many, many years. Working with Frank has been a joy. He's a fun guy to work with, the smartest PHP programmer I've ever worked with, and he's fun to work with. And he likes to share. He likes to teach and train. One of his favorite sayings is, let's have a look. So I'll ask him a question and he'll say, let's have a look, and we'll go dive into something. And Frank's going to be doing this every 2 weeks for members of the M3 Inner Circle. And basically AMA, ask me anything. And, like it says there in the fourth bullet, nobody's perfect. Frank may not have the answers to the questions you have, but he can certainly know where to find the answers. And at the beginning of these every 2 week trainings, there'll be, I understand there'll be a basic curriculum to get some basics done. They'll be recorded, they'll be available to you. But then as we move forward past the basics of tracking and split testing and basic HTML, there's going to be some people that have some advanced questions, and I know Frank will have the answers. And this is all really cool stuff. And again, remember what we're trying to do. We want to save you time while we assure constant marketing, and then put that time to use learning things to become more efficient in building your business. So, the fun part about this is that we're going to have access to Frank. He charges, honest to goodness, I've seen it. He's talked to me sometimes where he has to disappear for a couple of days, and he's getting a couple of grand a day, 250 bucks an hour. Sometimes he'll message me and say, hey, Clint, can you, monitor this or do that? Because I'm going to be in a bunker for a couple of days for my consulting. I know that his talents are at use, and we're going to have access to this. We're going to have access to this for a heck of a lot less in essence in a live platform with the AMAs. Now, if you talk about someone that charges $2,000, a day, for us to get that, let's say at a $200 a month discounted value, that creates some tremendous value. And early on, for many people, maybe it's like overkill. Maybe it's like watering the petunias with a fire hose because you don't have a big enough knowledge base to learn from Frank's advanced training. But you gotta eat the elephant one bite at a time, okay? And by buying this package and saving yourself the time, you're gonna be making more money because you're gonna be marketing automatedly. You're not going to miss days with your list mailers. It's going to happen every day. And with the money you make and the time that you save, you're going to be able to learn more to become not only a more successful marketer, but you're going to have more fun. So if we add all this up, we're talking about over 350 bucks a month and $4,000 a year in value. And, you know, it's a tremendous opportunity. This value, the monthly cost of this is over $354. And for those of you that are part of Darren's group, we can offer this to you through this webinar at $67 a month. And this, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm sorry to do that. But I just want you to think about how much stress is going to be relieved and how much money you'll make by taking a couple of hours to set up the automation and know that every single day your programs are being marketed behind the scenes for you, okay? The value proposition on this is absolutely huge. Now, for those of you that don't like monthly payments, you can save even more, nearly 86% by paying 600 bucks. You'll be done for the year. You've got over $4,200 in value there. And it's like getting 3 months of this system absolutely for free. Now, I know what a lot of you are saying. I may not yet be advanced enough. I can't really ascribe a value to the AMA. Let's take a look at this then, because even if you don't ascribe any value to the Ask Me Anything training, you're still getting over a 50% discount on the monthly and a 2/3 discount when you pay annually. And I just, again, having been in this network marketing industry for so long, I know that one of the smartest things I ever did was to use this system to make sure my marketing is being done behind the scenes every single day. Now, some of you may be saying, wait a minute, Frank's been around for a long time. You know, I've been a member of one of these. I was, no problem, okay? What you do is you'll simply be getting a new account, okay? There's a question here. Let me go grab the chat. We're just about wrapping this up. Okay, Alan, the emails are emails that you would be writing in reference to your program. The automation comes in that you take those emails and you put them into the traffic zipper system and they're automatically sent out. Now, if you're working on Darren's programs, if you're promoting Darren's programs, he has some good content that you can use for sure. But the automation portion of it is the actual sending of it, okay? To finish up here, again, if you do have an account, let's say at viral URL or something, don't worry, Frank is gonna walk you through after the purchase, he'll walk you through how to create a new account so that you can grab these discounts. Anything else, there's tutorials on each site. You can ask Frank during the AMA, and then he's got people working his help desk, and they often can escalate things to Frank to help you with anything that you may need. Okay, so what you want to do to grab this from this webinar is go to m3innercircle.com. That's where you went and registered /bundle. And that's where you would pick up this price, and then Frank will walk you through the instructions he's got on the site there. And if you already have an account, it will alert you, show you how to create a new account, and get started. Let me see if there's any questions. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so the most effective emails. Yeah, as Fran says, you want to, when you do And that's a really, really good point. Using the emails, and I tell my teams the same thing. I provide templates, and then I tell people, put your own personality, slice and dice, and I think that Darren does the same thing. He provides, you know, some templates, and you can take the bullet points that the experts like Darren and Frank have highlighted, and then maybe put your own twist on it. And it really is important. And don't be afraid to walk that fine line between giving out some personal information about who you are, but don't give phone numbers and addresses. But, you know, I'm a retired firefighter, or I'm a retired teacher, or I'm a brand new nurse, or whatever the case may be. By being more personal and giving a little bit of generic information about yourself, you'll create the opportunity for people to bond with you and to identify with you. And that's really, really important. Try and set yourself apart. And remember that you know, we talked about you need a list. Yeah, but more important, you need a group. You need a mastermind group. And depending on what you're selling, now, if you're selling individual products, that's one thing. If you're working in the network marketing industry where you get paid on multiple tiers, you really want to build little, you know, mastermind groups. And by reaching out, by working with others and helping others, that's what you'll be able to do. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Really appreciate the questions. That was really good. And Darren, Frank had told me you weren't sure whether you're going to be able to sneak in, so I'm glad you did pop in. Let's see, there's another question here. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so Frank did talk about, hey, Frank, thanks for coming in. I wasn't sure, I hadn't seen you when I came in, but yeah, talking about improving your copy. And so, yep, not only is Frank a great PHP programmer, he apparently is a mind reader because the second AMA is talking about the stuff that we were talking there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I think we're good. Any other questions? Again, I appreciate these questions, and we're here to help. And just, you know, again, the most important thing with any marketing is to be consistent. And the system that we have here will give you that opportunity to be consistent without having to do the daily drudgery. And do make sure that when you do join, that you immediately make sure you list your referral links for Darren's programs that are in Traffic Zipper, because you're probably going to want to encourage your team to join Traffic Zipper and follow up on the same things. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so the monthly and yearly costs include the programs that we discussed. So that was viral URL, viral host, the list auction, Traffic Zipper, viral PLR, anything that was listed here are included. Okay, good. Yeah, no worries. We can go back over that. Probably should have, I thought at one point, did we have a table? I think on the purchase, yeah, on the purchase page, when you go to M3 Inner Circle /bundle, there is a table, but let's go over these again. Hope I'm not making anybody dizzy here. Okay, so viral URL is what's included. Let's see what's coming here. Yeah, so yeah, click on that link and that'll take you to the table. But we can just hit these real quick. So viral URL, that's included, and that's a 14,000 member list. That's a good size list. And the list auction is 5,500. Again, these are all included. Whoops. Oh, okay. Viral hosts, that's a 7,500 list. And remember, of course, that includes hosting. And again, like I said, there is, and then Traffic Zipper, you know, that's the glue that holds this whole thing together. All these things we're showing are included in the price, and then viral PLR. Now, any of the additional programs would be an additional cost, whether it's, you know, Darren's programs, etc. Yeah, and a 30-day risk-free guarantee, absolutely. And then on top of that, also many of the programs listed in Traffic Zipper have free memberships. So if you're a free member at, you know, ListJoe or State of the Art Mailer or something like that, if you're a member and you have a few credits that accumulate here and there, you know, integrate them in. Just, you know, follow the instructions at Traffic Zipper. You never know where that one person may come from that might be the leader that builds your business for you. Okay, good stuff. Great questions. Any other last minute comments, questions, rotten tomatoes? That's fun. I enjoy doing these webinars, Darren. Thanks so much for inviting your group in here. It's always exciting when, you know, Frank and I can do something to help people. Obviously, we're all in business to make some money, but it's exciting when we can all make money together, sharing good quality products and services to help you build your business. So any last minute questions, comments at all? Anyone? Bueller? Let's see here. Good, you betcha. Yeah, the offer, I believe it's available for a few days. We do have, this is going to be made available to other leaders, and we want to give each of the leaders, you know, like Darren, an opportunity for their team. So I believe at least for a couple of days. And Frank, do you want to speak just a little bit to that, either in the text chat or in the voice, about the time element?
Hey, I'm in here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, hold a second. Can you repeat that question one more time? I was like, my audio was a little bit erupted there for a second.
No worries, no worries. Alan was asking about how long is this offer available? Obviously, today, right now, but you know, is there you know, a limit to the time frame on this? I was mentioning that we do have. Go ahead.
The total number of people that we allow in at the this bundle offer is of course limited. We are still though quite a bit away from the total maximum. I'll tell the truth right now. So there will be not a rush. If you need a day or two to think about this, there should be no problem at all. Obviously, if you come back later to honor that Darren invited you, make sure that you maybe before you come back, maybe to click again on his referral links from time, just to make sure that he gets credit for you if you come a lot later. But in general, there should be no problem, even if it takes you a few days to take care of this. The programs themselves will be here to stay forever, pretty much. It's just that we can't guarantee that we will have this special price forever available. But otherwise, you know, the programs themselves, the offer. Or the system itself is there. The offer of the price, that's the only thing that's you should try to make up your mind in the next, let's say, 3 to 4 days, because then otherwise others might promote this, and I don't want Darren to miss out on you being referred by him, of course.
Right, and I think Fran, that's a very good point about pensioners. And Frank, I think you mentioned in that we want to make sure that Darren gets credit. So, you know, if you buy today, great, everything's all locked in. But in a few days, if you come back, it's a good idea to re-click on that referral link that Darren originally sent you to reset the cookie to make sure that Darren gets credit. Make sense? Hopefully. Okay, good. And yeah, good questions. And again, Fran, thanks for the good comment on being the 23rd. And yeah, we want to, you know, we're here to help, and you know, always double, triple check. Now, Frank, did you say there is at the bottom of the M3 bundle page, it'll indicate who the referring party is, correct?
Correct. At the very bottom, there's this very small.
Yeah. So before you purchase, make sure that Darren's name is down there.
It's bottom left side. By the way, I just saw the question from Alan there regarding a recording. I believe that Clint is recording this right now, if I see this right here. So
Yes.
I'll ask him to send me over a copy, and then I can upload that separately and send a mail out to the people that were registered for this call today. And so if you want to watch it one more time afterwards, that should be no problem.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, I recorded this to my computer because I think my cloud drive, its Zoom is full. So it'll take some of Frank's expertise to help me get it off my computer and over to him, but we'll deal with that.
No worries, Phil. Can figure
Okay,
that out.
there we go. There we go. Good stuff. Well, listen, yeah, thanks, Alan. Just wonderful stuff, and I greatly appreciate everybody coming in. Darren, thanks for inviting your team, and we'll get that recording up. I come to think of it, I think I have it still running, so we'll go ahead and make sure we get that uploaded and available only to Darren's team and the people that registered. So good stuff. I'll stop the recording.